We're forever being told nowadays that SUVs are where the smart money is, but Renault hasn't given up on the old ways just yet. This is the all-new Renault Scenic, and it's the car that the French brand hopes can breathe new life into the dying MPV sector. Renault was the original pioneer of the MPV, with the first Espace launched way back in 1984. It was joined by the smaller Scenic in 1996, which in turn invented the mini MPV sector. 2 decades on though, we Brits have fallen out of love with the Espace, leaving the Scenic and its larger brother the Grand Scenic to fight it out alone in the UK. It's no surprise then that this is a radical departure from the old Scenic. Look at that big bold front end like the Cadger and this steep angle of the windscreen. Dare we say it, this could be the first genuinely sexy MPV. The Scenic has also bitten the SUV bug a bit too. There's chunky wheel arches, plastic body cladding down the sides and a really sharp kink in the shoulder line to help it look very distinctive in this sector. Both the Scenic and Grand Scenic also come with these massive 20-inch wheels. They might look like an expensive extra, but they're actually standard on every model in the range. Being an MPV, those striking looks cannot compromise on practicality. Happily, both the Scenic and Grand Scenic are bigger inside than the old car. Now, the good news starts in the boot, where there's 572 litres, which is 40 litres more than you get in the C4 Picasso. It's a pretty good shape as well. It's a shame there's a bit of a load lip to get stuff over, but all in all, it's a decent size. A nice feature you got here is the buttons in the back, where you can fold the seats electrically at the press of a button. As an option, you can also fold the seats down via the central touchscreen, while there's a good amount of underfloor storage available. Okay, so stepping in the back here, this seat here is set to my driving position. I'm 6'2". Headroom is reasonable. Legroom is a little bit tight, but it's not too bad. And there's 3 popper seats, which is perfect for mounting child seats. Now, space in the front is pretty good. You sit quite high up like you're in an SUV. It doesn't really feel like an MPV in here. The material quality is pretty good. It's a lot better than the Scenic of old, while this dash is dominated by this 8.7-inch central touchscreen, which is pretty much the same as you get in the new Megane. Storage is really good too. So we've got this central bin here, which moves up and down, and a big glove box, so it's covering all the bases. Under the skin, the Scenic is based on the same platform as the new Megane and the Kadjar SUV, so the engine range is very familiar. There's a couple of turbo petrols and 1.6 litre diesels with power outputs ranging from 94 brake horsepower to 158 brake horsepower. There's also a mild hybrid version of the diesel to boost efficiency, which is a Renault first. We've got the more powerful petrol engine here. It's the 128 brake horsepower 1.2 litre. And it's pretty good. It's refined, it's pretty flexible, and it likes to rev out, which is great. Claimed fuel economy isn't the best in class, but 48.7 mpg isn't too bad. On the road, the Scenic is certainly better to drive than it's ever been. Body roll is kept well in check, there's decent grip levels and the steering is accurate. Our only reservation is with those huge wheels on UK roads. Big potholes can cause it to fidget about a bit, but we'll have to wait until we can find some really tough roads back in Britain. All things considered, the Scenic has what it takes to breathe new life into the MPV sector. It looks great, it drives pretty well, and it's pretty practical inside as well. The biggest problem it will have is the Citroen C4 Picasso, which is our current favourite MPV. Click on our video window on the left to watch our review of the new Renault Megane, and on the right for our review of the new Audi Q2. And click on our logo to subscribe.